triceps have 3 heads,
Yeah,
biceps have 2
heads.
So 3 heads more advantage.
Yeah. Okay, tricep press. Like people notice that that's the style where I'm arm wrestling, and I receive like many questions about how to train it and how to use it on table because people don't know it.
If you don't know anything else,
just press.
Yeah.
Press. So I came up to it with the style just because of my background in bench press, and I have strong bench press, strong triceps, so I should use the tools that I have on table. So I just noticed that for I don't know how many years I have strong this position, and now I work just like for past year and a half harder to become more efficient, to become better at it.
I have always said to like my students and also others, they ask what style, which is better, press or pull or top roll. Very basically, we can always find for athletes, for people, some will be much stronger at pressing movements, pushing movements. Some will be much stronger at the pulling movements, pull-ups, everything to get closer to you. And you are the one of those who
much stronger in pushing than.
So if those who don't know, they can do like 190, 200 kilos bench press. Crazy weights on dips, triceps, everything, and your pull-ups and your pulling is not really WOD level. So in those pull-ups you are probably like 30%
more,
or even more
I would
down
even say
under like me, Vlad, or others. So, but you are much stronger in those pressing movements. Same on table. So also for you, if you feel you are much better at pressing, maybe it's one of indicators that you have to focus on same on table. Use your press.
But this should not be beginner's move because it's so. There's a big chance of injury if your tendons are not ready. If you've just been doing bodybuilding style training and not really like powerlifting style, there's a big chance of injury because you're attacking straight away like this. And if someone adds enough pressure back, you don't have even to get your shoulder behind it, you will have the fracture.
It's not only tendons, it's bone, it's tendons, all those structures. If you watch here, if you can't hold good angle here, you're losing back pressure. If you're losing rotation, in shoulder. And it's really much stress on humerus. And it's at least year and more for bone to get those straight lines, strength lines, to get stronger. Bone is the same as every structure. It's getting stronger with correct training and systematic loads on the structure.
And it's like some will look at like matches where someone is pulling with their hand behind their shoulder and everything is fine. That's because of the years of training. And some will, like with very little experience, they will have some success with this until they get injured. So be careful with this move. I would say this is advanced move. Just like King's move, that's advanced move because you need to prepare for your tendons for it. In hook, you're more safer than in tricep press. So, like my setup, how I do it, because a lot of guys will do it differently. I'm very weak at flop wrist. I will never try to press
I
like
wouldn't
this.
say very weak.
But I don't feel comfortable in it, and I feel like I don't have any control over.
You have one. I would say not maybe top level, but still some very good fights without wrist.
Without wrist.
But of course, you are much stronger, and I think almost everyone is, except few arm wrestlers. Almost everyone is stronger when they or you get in wrists inside.
So for this move, what you need is good side pressure, good tricep going down, and chest movement. And then it's the hand. So hand is super important. What I'm trying to do is I will try to get in, supinate, flex, and then press straight down. And if I cannot press straight down, I will try to go to the side. But it's the straight movement goes like this, just basically attacking your bicep with everything. And it falls apart when I don't have this you know, when I'm losing my wrist. So you would say the most important part before you can get in is have strong wrist.
Yep. Side press or hand and shoulder. It's all should be connected in one move, but it's like every move. It starts with hand and wrist here.
Yeah.
So you start with distal part, and first of all, it's really important
To get in.
to get in. And for me, to do successful shoulder press, it's at first hand, and second is get your shoulder behind.
It, yeah. So you want to stay with this, like this angle doesn't change. If you go inside, it doesn't change. You're pressing with your shoulder forward and you're pressing with your hand down. So it's not like Janis is letting go of his angle and then just pushing with his shoulder. He's pushing his arm and pushing his shoulder.
One more thing. It's not only triceps. It's internal rotation.
Yeah.
It's still some back. To do it really successful, you are rotating this whole your body, and you want that your opponent's angles is opening, and you are still at least on center or even winning the center position. That's the opposite.
And we're back.
Yeah. Same as every move. Shoulder press starts with hand and wrist movement. So your task is to
supinate inwards and
curl in, turn around, supinate, but basically with your hand get your opponent under. And second task is get your shoulder behind your arm.
Yeah.
So you get your opponent a little bit under. Shoulder press is basically only offensive move.
Yeah. It's not defensive.
Yeah, of course you can get back and try to press something from here, but basically it's always offensive. From position, you want to get higher, so you can press your opponent down. You find the weakest point. Usually, it's also it's the smallest point of wrist.
And you're trying to get in there.
Or from up, or from side. You're getting inside. You try to get a little bit under you with this action of chest, of internal rotation. You get here and you press. Very often we can see that those who focus for shoulder press, they are.
I'm using a pad. I always start.
Hips and body is standing almost like this in the beginning, so that's a position where you want to be.
Like this.
You're rotating with whole upper body, and after position when it starts, you jump inside and almost I wouldn't say parallel, but almost opposite parallel to this side.
Yeah.
So you're getting
here and trying to just press down, but I always trying to get as high as I can, because you're coming down. You're
1.70 meters.
Yeah, and everyone's asking like, how short are you if you're taking the pad? With the pad, I can get those few inches where I feel that my shoulder is a little bit higher. It's technically it's not, but it just feels more controlled when I'm higher. So from here, like with the wrist movements, like when I'm facing good top roller and I know I can curl him in, I will try to supinate him as much as I can. If I'm facing someone who's like hook arm wrestler, I will try to press him with the straight, just pressing in, because I don't want to get inside, because that's where he wants me to be.
Because otherwise you are staying on your biceps.
Yeah. I want to stay, I want to just press with the straight arm down. So that's the difference I'm using when I'm facing different opponents.
Who are world's leading arm wrestlers right now who are using those
Kazakh athletes like Megjan, Aktayev, super fast, super good with supination. They're supinating you here. Like they're really working on your wrist. They get you here and then press you down. And either they sit in a hook position or they can just go straight to the pad.
From other side, like we said before, shoulder press is mostly offensive.
Yeah.
So for those who want to fight against shoulder press, what you have to do, you want to get them in defensive position.
Yeah. You want to open them up.
One thing, you have to open angle, so separate arm wrestler's hand from shoulder, from body, and maybe it's
get
very effective back pressure.
Yeah, and top. Basically, you want to really top roll, but you want to get them to the side. You cannot. If the problem with the guys that are trying this, you need to add a little bit of side yourself, so you get this.
Yeah.
So I get around under you. We saw this in Jerry Caderet versus Todd Hutchings when Todd tried top roll him, and then he stayed like this.
Yeah. That's the thing what I'm doing against you, and I would do like if you go for like we're going, I'm pulling back here, separating your arm away, trying to open your hand and wrist to get you in this defensive position. If this is not working and you have quite solid press yourself, other way is try to do the same against and
be the first one.
Be the first one.
Yeah.
That's actually what
Vladislav is doing with me.
Vladislav is doing.
Yeah,
with the hand and wrist, and that's also what Devon did against Jerry Calrod. It's very hard if he's super strong on this press and he's getting on your back pressure, on your angle, on your biceps, and usually this press with whole body is stronger than just lift off his arm, and you are getting tired very fast. So hit him out of position. Be the first who's over here. And no,
win the center.
Fight for center, and no, you have to hold me on your biceps, and you can't put your body under your body.
Yeah, I cannot put my body behind it because
behind your shoulder.
My shoulder is here. So this is what we call offensive. This is what basically how I arm wrestle. But there are more tricep press variations, and it comes when you're basically in this position, and you have done it a lot of times when you transition here and go up. So this style, again, like one thing that people always don't understand or just don't fully understand is you need to keep constant pressure here, even when you're climbing. Janis is holding me here and I cannot finish him, and I'm climbing and I go a little bit inside, that's where he wants me to get. Most of the times if you stop me, you want to get there, and with the tricep press you're keeping here and you try to climb.
I almost or very rare use shoulder press as a first choice or move. Actually, I don't remember when I have done this, but very often
you use it as a finisher.
When I go for a top roll or after some longer inside fight, but very often after top roll, I feel that I'm stuck here and it's not easy to finish. I keep this constant pressure. I stand up. And I get even more this rotation here, and my opponent's arm under and behind my shoulder. And also inside fight, after some longer fight, if you feel your opponent's arm is opening up and you can get this shoulder behind, and you can transit from this defensive to offensive position, or from one offensive position change to another maybe more effective offensive position. That's where I use this tricep press, but it's almost never first choice for me. But it's a very strong movement, especially if your opponent's angle is open up. Sometimes it's no more space or no more strength to pull it even further, and he's holding.
So you want to get up, transition, pull more, and then press down. And again, you still don't want to lose your wrist. You want to keep everything
Sometimes it's even okay to lose wrist.
And sometimes you can just press through. Sometimes it feels like you cannot go further like this, but you can like this.
And actually, that's a style as well, how to win against those who are pulling in King's move. But it's very rare will be for very beginning.
Straight away,
Usually still you will go with top roll, you want to secure this hand control, you want to climb up to get here, and then you can finish with this press here, or sometimes you even don't need to be afraid to lose it, but not too fast. If you're losing it here, you will not press to land.
You want to stay
have to be already here, and here you can press, That's the thing I have done as well, and that's what Hermes was trying against Michael Todd.
Yeah.
That's what Devon was doing against Michael Todd. That's what Mitchell Rubin was doing against Michael Todd.
That's the antidote for King's move.
Yeah.
That's one of the best variations how to beat King's move.
But still you need super strong control to get till this position.
Yeah.
And Dave Chaffee was trying the same against Michael Todd, but
he was losing his wrist for every hit.
In a second fight,
he was very close.
He was close, but he had to be a little bit more patient, to work a little bit more, and only then change to this press. He was going for this press too fast. In my eyes, of course, I wasn't on a table on his side, and I don't know how he felt, but that's what he did wrong.
So tricep press is it's a good secondary weapon for top rollers.
Yeah.
A lot of top rollers have good tricep press as a finisher, not as a starter, but as a finisher. And different for inside arm wrestlers. Inside arm wrestlers have top roll as a secondary. You know, sometimes I'm going to use this because they are using this. So having triceps press in your arsenal makes you better. Sometimes you're stuck in those positions, you think you cannot win this match and you just need to transition. But transitioning still needs to be constant tension on the same point where you're winning. Never give up. This is it's out of topic, but sometimes guys that are pulling like top roll, they want to press you and they come back inside and then they lose. Especially inside puller. From heavyweights,
at the moment I would say Jerry Calrot is best shoulder press. He can press without wrist, he can press really good with wrist, with hand, with inside. Some years ago, Dave Randall was super strong with shoulder press. He has wins over Travis Bagent, over a lot of big names in the world of arm wrestling. Also some years ago, heavyweights from Kazakhstan, Fugaro brothers were super strong with side press. Russians, Omaro, you can find in videos. Lately, more lightweight arm wrestlers, especially from Kazakhstan, are
they're super fast. It's like Akhtayev or Medjan, he even stands like this. So basically, all his body is facing this way. He stands like this and he just stands.
And they all actually almost from same club. It's all this Shadara arm wrestling with one coach, with one system.
Yeah,
and
they're very successful.
Their coach was doing the same move. I was pulling with him 10 years and more ago, and he was pulling for this, and almost all his students are doing the same move.
Yeah,
right now.
And they're very, very successful. If you look at world arm wrestling championships at junior level or senior level, it doesn't matter. Look where the Kazakh team is. Look how they're pulling. They're very good on utilizing this move, but their tricep press comes with a hook, so they're very good not only getting in, but staying and sitting there and winning from this position. So yeah, that's about tricep press. So it's advanced move. Don't start with it. You can develop it a little bit later, but yeah, I love it. It's my move, and yeah, stay strong, guys.
Triceps have 3 heads.
Yeah, biceps has 2 heads. So
three heads, more advantage.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. Stay strong.
Yeah, and press strong.
Press strong.